Hey, how are you doing today? Berto Candles here, your online personal trainer. We're gonna be talking about foam rolling and how important it is and how you actually do it. And one of the things that a lot of people don't actually do when they're rolling. By the way, thank you for watching and enjoy the video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Especially subscribe, man. We gotta get those numbers up, man. Come on. Don't forget to do it. Today, we're gonna be going over foam rolling. Foam rolling is such an essential thing to do right before your workout and sometimes after your workout. It helps relieve a lot of those knots that you get and that stiffness, that those areas that you feel like are just super tight. Now, for a lot of people, when they first do this, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel very uncomfortable because they have so many knots to get rid of, and it's just the amount of pressure on them. It hurts. One of the things that I do right now, as you can see, once I actually find the sweet spot, that one spot that just feels so good that it hurts, I roll over it for about 10-15 seconds just on that one section alone. And then from there, I go side to side. So basically, you want to follow the line of your muscle fibers, depending on which ones you're focusing on, usually up and down. And then once you find that spot, you want to basically cross diagonally on the fibers. As you can see right here, I'm switching over to do my my legs, my hips. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. I'm doing my quads. So I'm trying to find the one spot in my quads where I really need to foam roll the most. As you can see, I'm just going up and down slowly, just trying to figure out where exactly I need to do, or where I need to focus on. Usually my quads, it's very difficult. I don't really have that many knots in my quads. For me personally, it's mainly on my back. Sometimes I just go from one side to the other. Once I actually find that one spot, as you can see, I found something. I'm going diagonally, just crossing my legs or my quads from the opposite side. So I'm not going up and down, I'm just going side to side to really get rid of that knot for another 10-15 seconds or so, or whatever is actually bearable. Try to go a little bit more to get the added benefit out of it. Let's see. Here, I'm trying to find something on my hamstrings. I put one foot on top of the other to add some extra pressure. Personally, I don't really have any knots in my hamstrings, and if I do, they're very, very difficult to find. Sometimes I just go, again, side to side to see if I can feel anything different than just up and down. And here I am switching over, see if I feel anything. Even though I'm not feeling anything, I still do it because you never know. The myofascial release is helping relieve some of that tension that my muscles have. That way they feel a little bit looser, they feel more warmed up when I actually do my leg session. Here I'm doing the pocket side of my hip. I'm trying to find that one area, and then we're going to slowly transition over to the glute area. Right now we're just trying to figure out if we feel anything in our pocket side. Be careful if your shorts or pants have zippers on it. They may interfere in trying to find that spot. Now I'm going to be transitioning over to my actual glute muscle by putting my leg as like this, how I'm doing it. I don't know how to describe this, but you're getting a really good pressure, good amount of pressure on your glute doing this, because oh my God, the lower I go, there you can tell my face, I feel it at the top of my glute, that one muscle that doesn't get any attention just because I put my leg over my other leg. And once I found the spot again, I'm going side to side. That's helping relieve more of the actual tension. And this is an area I really need to focus on more because, one, I don't roll this portion. I used to roll just like the bottom portion of my glute, but the top section, oh my God. The amount of relief I felt doing this made my workout far more easier. My muscles are just more warmed up. And as you know, when you're squatting, you need to have some healthy, strong glutes to bring you back up. Next up, we have the calf muscle. A lot of people feel very discomfort doing their calf muscles because your calf muscle is probably the one muscle that you use more than anything throughout your day to day, because you're walking all the time. No matter what you do, you're more than likely are going to be walking. And so there's two muscles that basically, that one is on top of the other. And because one is on top of the other, it feels very uncomfortable when you're going up and down, and then even more uncomfortable when you find that one spot and then you start going side to side. Because personally, I feel like my quad muscles are just shifting over, and it just feels like I'm moving something that should not be moved. But it's mainly, the knots. Next up, we're doing the latch right here. One of the things a lot of people don't do is actually turn almost completely on their side, pull the arm straight ahead like I'm doing right now, and then just going again side to side to get rid of that knot, because that's going to help get more of your actual lat. Next up, I'm going now down the opposite side. Oh no, I'm going straight, just focusing on the mid portion of my back. You want to try to keep your lower body kind of loose. Now here I am again, going to, no, what am I doing? Again, back to the quads. See what we can do, trying to find that one spot. See if I'm able to find anything else. I don't think I did. Let's see if we can just skip forward. All right, one of the things that I like to do for my quads is if I'm having a very difficult time finding the right spot, I just go to the edge of the actual foam roller and I only have one leg on it. As you can see right here, only my left leg is on the foam roller. And I found that one spot. I'm going side to side again to help relieve that tension that's in there. And then what are we doing next? We're going back to the other side. We're trying to do that pocket, the side of the hip, to allow for better mobility. Here we go. There it is. Oh, nope. There we go. Pushing, trying to find that one spot. Again, 10, 15 seconds or so. Overall, I usually foam roll for about 5 to 8, maybe in some instances 10 minutes most. Typically, it's more like 5 minutes or so. And then just, again, that other side, the other top portion of my glute. Here we go. As you can see, I'm trying to find that tension, and I just found it. There it is. There it is. It feels so. Just watching myself do it just makes me remember how good it felt, because it really does feel good. And then again, I am moving side to side to help relieve that tension. That's the one part that I didn't know till just recently when I was doing my specialized training certification program thing, that moving to side is going to give you more added benefit than just going up and down the muscle fibers, which makes a lot of sense if you really think about it. All right, and that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys actually liked it and actually learned something from it. Myofascial release is very, very helpful when warming up and cooling down. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Do it 10, 15 minutes before and after your workout for better results.